Okay guys, so we're talking about the leaderboard workout on Friday the 13th, and we have two different versions of the leaderboard workout because this one was quite difficult to scale in movement, so we had to scale it in rep scheme instead, which is why we have two separate leaderboards. So you have the Elite and RX version that includes ring muscle ups and bar muscle ups, and then you have the intermediate version that has ideally bar muscle ups after each set, but you can swap that for a burpee chest to bar on one or both of the sets if you need to. So just looking at the Elite RX version to start, both you have 5 minutes on, a 5-minute rest, and then 5 minutes again. So that big rest time should mean that you can have a pretty high output on both of these. The first one is probably the more difficult one, but the second one you have the fatigue to play with. So they're probably going to feel about the same. So you should be aiming for about the same reps on both of those. So you have squat, snatch, and ring muscle ups to start. I would say that you're on singles all the way through on the barbell movement to try and stay unbroken for as long as possible on the ring muscle ups. And then the same thing when you have the squat clean to overhead, singles for as long as possible, trying to stay unbroken on the bar muscle ups. The squat clean to overhead can be so obviously you have to do the squat clean to start, but if you want to go directly into a push jerk or a thruster, or you want to stop and then go overhead, then that's fine. You just have to go through a squat clean and then get the bar overhead. The intermediate version, you still have ascending reps on the snatch and the squat clean to overhead. You can choose the load. If you're limited by strength, then go for the lighter load. But if you were limited by the gymnastics, and you can stay with the heavier load if you want to. And then after each set, you just always have 2 reps. So that doesn't go ascending of bar muscle ups if you can do those. Or you can swap that out for a burpee chest to bar or a jumping bar muscle up. You can make that decision yourself. If you think you can start the first 5 minutes with bar muscle ups, but then for the second one, if they got a little bit too fatigued, you want to add a bit more intensity, then go for either jumping or the burpee chest to bars in the second 5 minutes.